Puwede na ba mag-start?
Opo. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, classmate. We are the group 4 and this is our topic for today, inclusive childcare. First, what is inclusive childcare? Next slide po. Inclusive childcare means that children of all abilities and diversities have equitable access to quality childcare programs and are supported in learning through play along with peers and regular program. Inclusive childcare supports the individual strengths and needs of each child to participate meaningfully in all aspects of the childcare day. All early childhood educators and childcare providers work together as a team to meet the needs of all the children their care. Ang inclusive childcare ay isang pamaraan na naglalayong yakapin ang diversity o pagkakaiba-iba at siguruhing ang lahat ng mga bata kahit na may kapansanan o espesyal na pangangailangan ay mayroong pantay na pagkakataon na makilahok at makinabang sa mga serbisyong pangangailangan ng bata. Ang layunin nito na lumikha ng isang kapaligiran kung saan ang bawat bata ay nararamdaman ang pagtanggap, suporta at kasali sa iba't ibang gawain na nagtataguyod ng pakiramdam ng pag-aari at nagpapalakas ng kanilang social integration. Ang inclusive childcare ito ay isang paraan upang siguraduhin ang lahat ng bata na may kapansanan o wala ay espesyal na pangailangan ay mayroon silang pantay na pagkakataon at maipakita ang kanilang kausayan sa kabila ng kanilang kapansanan. Next po.
Hi, I'm the next reporter, Eliza May Pangilinan. Lesson 2, Tips for Teaching Disabled Children Self-Care Life Skill. Children with disability often need additional assistance develop life skills consequently. Many kids are taught what is referred to as ADLs or active for daily life while in the school settings. Teaching self-care life skill to disabled children involve them helping them develop the ability to take care of themselves in various aspects of daily life. These skills include tasks such as dressing, bathing, grooming, eating, toileting, and personal hygiene. Next slide. For disabled children, these tasks may require additional support and guidance due to their unique challenges and abilities. Upang mabisang maituro ang mga self-care life skill, mahalagang kumuha ng individual approach ang bawat batang may kapansanan. May kanya-kanyang lakas, kahinaan at estilo ng pag-aaral. Ang may kapansanan. Tailoring your teaching method to suit their specific needs para makatulong sa kanila na matutunan at practice this skill more effectively. Next slide. These are the tips for teaching disabled children self-care life skill. Give them the courage to help themselves. Allowing children with special needs to face challenge and solve problems on their own helps and help develop their problem solving skills. and encourage children with special needs to try things on their own and provide positive reinforce for their effort. We help we help build their self-confidence and independence is an important life skill for all individuals, including those with special needs. Number two, break it into bite-sized bits. Start by demonstrating and explaining each step involved in personal hygiene, such as brushing teeth or washing hands, and proceed of dressing into smaller steps such as putting a sock, pants, shirts, and shoes. Number two, identi- identify self-skill problem areas. Children with cognitive disability might have difficult understanding and remembering the step involved in self-care tasks. They might struggle with sequencing problem and solving, and some disabled child might have limit verb or non-verb communication skills. Make learning fun. Self-care tasks can be overwhelming for some disabled children. Breaking them down into smaller manageable and step-by-step visual guides. You can help them understand and remember the steps involved in self-care tasks, and self-care activity provides structure and predictability, which can be comforting for disabled children. Simplify the everyday. Establishing clear and consistent routine helps children understand what is expected of them. During self-care activity, such as writing instructions, enhance understanding for children with disabilities. Repetition and practice are essential for children to develop and master self-care skills. This These learning opportunities are designed to provide kids and the skills they need to function in their everyday life. Depending on their age, kids might be taught everything from how to follow a daily schedule. And the next report.
Good evening, everyone. Pumunta naman tayo sa lesson 3, specific ideas for child care providers to help children with physical disabilities. Working with children who have physical disabilities requires thoughtful planning for child care providers. Children with physical disabilities need different types and amounts of assistance and support in order to participate fully in their child care program. Childcare providers who are including a child with a physical disability need to get input from the parents, professionals working with the child, and the child himself or herself. That input can help the child care provider make specific plans to accommodate the child in the child care program. Next. So, here are some specific ways child care providers can support the learning of children who have physical disability. First, make it easy to move around in play areas. Use heavy stable furniture and equipment that cannot be easily knockover. For example, yung yung wooden tables and chairs. These items are less likely to be easily knocked over compared to lightweight alternatives. This helps create a secure environment, reducing the risk of accident and providing a stable space for children to engage in activities without the constant concern of item typing over. Then remove rugs that can be tripped over or tape them down. Then third, arrange furniture and equipment with a wide aisle so children can move around more freely. Halimbawa, sa isang silid-aralan para sa mga bata, syempre. Yun, aayusin yung mga mesa at upuan na para lumuwag yung mga daanan, ganun. Para mas malaya yung mga bata makapaglaro, ganun. Next, adapt learning activities. Provide tools that children with motor disabilities can use for grasping, holding, transferring, and releasing. Visual objects are age appropriate. For example, a beanbag made from the dinosaur fabric is much more appropriate for a 5 years old than a rather or a baby toy. Provide materials a different texture, such as plate, fabric, swatches, ribbon, bracketed cardboard, and sandpaper to stimulate the sense of touch. Visual activity areas and will light add lamps if needed. Next, teach classmates how to help a child with a physical disability. Playmates are usually eager to assist children with disabilities but may take over and provide too much help. Upload and encourage helping behaviors, but also teach children to encourage their classmates to do as much as possible on his own. Teach children how to offer help respectfully, encourage them to ask if the child wants to help first and to take no as an answer. Encourage children to find creative way to include a child with a physical disability in their play activities. For example, moving blocks to a table might make it easier for a child in the wheelchair to participate. Yun lang. Next reporter.
Continuing on today's discussion, we have lesson 4, which is talking with and about children with special needs. Working with children who have special needs can be rewarding, and including children with special needs in your childcare program can help all children learn. So as a childcare provider po, you can set a tone of respect for all children by choosing your words carefully. Working with children who have special needs nga daw po can be incredibly rewarding for both the caregivers and the children themselves. Inclusive childcare programs create environments where children learn to appreciate diversity, empathy, and acceptance from a young age po. Using respectful and inclusive language is crucial in fostering an environment of understanding and acceptance. Here are some tips on choosing words carefully when talking about children with disabilities. Number one po is use person first language that emphasizes the language over their disabilities. For instance po, instead of saying na disabled child, you can say po na a child with disability. Number two po is respect individual preferences. Some individuals may prefer certain terminologies po or identifiers. So we should respect their preferences and use the languages they are comfortable with. Number three po is highlight their abilities. Children with special needs have many unique abilities. Their disabilities is only the one part of their lives and does not define everything about them po. Be sure po na you notice and talk about the things they are do well and the ways they are growing and changing. For that, talking about strength sends the message that children with special needs are capable po. So, kailangan po natin ipamukha sa kanila na yung strength po nila yung mas mangingibabaw po dapat. So, everyone's needs to be heard nga daw po. And lastly po, educate others po. Encouraging others, including children, to use respectful language teaches them the importance of being inclusive and respectful towards everyone po, regardless of their differences po. Teach them how to speak respectfully on people with disabilities po, and ways to offer help with courtesy. Encourage them to also pay attention to what a child with disability does well instead of just the disabilities po. Ayun lang po yung mga tips po. Thank you po.